was in the about.
You was at the about section?
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah, bro, you on that flip phone, bro. You know, you on that flip phone.
You got the very first iPhone. You know, it's not even an iPhone. It's just
right.
I'm working off of sidekicks.
Sidekick.
I had a sidekick for 7 years, bro. I would not let that phone go, bro.
Yo, was
that thing, man?
Favorite phone I ever had.
Yo, was that the suitcase? Was that the suitcase? I mean, was that the big, thick cell phone?
Oh, the screen, you just tap it in one corner, it'll flip up.
Oh.
It'll flip up. Yeah, and you could just text your messages right. All of the buttons was right under the screen. It was dope.
That was in competition with the 2-ways. Remember that, dog?
Yeah, with the 2-way pages. Yeah.
Oh, the 2-ways was like special.
You talking about special time right
compose music in the 2-way.
Like, I'm gonna tell you something. You can send messages to girls and they don't get offended because they don't really know what it's saying, but they think it's good. Like, girl, he stalled 67 me. You see this?
Why is he like this, bro?
Nah, yo, what about them?
Why you keep mad at me?
I love it. That was great.
Yeah,
I just don't know why you like this.
Right. We're gonna talk about that and then take it back. We're gonna talk about the days when you used to take the pager and use the numbers to spell a word and shit. Like you write 43110, and that was hello. That was the first text message. The first text message.
Then my kids got brave and they wanted to be nasty. They like 69.
Oh man.
Then they had to come up with the next alphabet and get you in trouble. They can just chirp and come straight through.
Right.
I remember people used to get chirped in church like that, right during prayer. Right at prayer time, you might hear somebody go, "Yeah, where you at, son?" Like, yo, I'm in church, yo.
Yo, that's funny. All right, fam, we about to get started. Everybody say what's up to Sherry before we get off the stage and get this thing going. Sherry, good morning. If you're there.
Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning. Oh, yeah. Hello. Oh, my God.
So you already see what you're walking into. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well.
What else can you say if you wake up to a voice like that? The only thing you can say is, oh, yeah.
Right.
It's about to go down.
Right. So, Sherry, so if you look to your left there, if you look to your left, that's my homie Tyrone Langford. He's new to Clubhouse. In fact, in the last 30 seconds or so, about a minute now. My homie.
What's up, Tyrone?
I'm pretty good.
So my homie Tyrone is our BPS spotlight today. So we're gonna be chopping it with him in a few. Brought him up to the stage so that way we could chop it up, make him feel comfortable. We can see the environment. So that's why everybody's up here clowning around doing this whole thing. But yeah,
it sounds like he knew the Clubhouse. Hello, everyone. All right. All right. Is there a button that I can use to mute myself?
All right.
Okay, all right.
I'm just working on my welcome package.
There you go.
Here you go.
Well, welcome to the house, to his house. And
go.
Good morning, Micah. We've never met. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, hello. Good morning. Hi, Sherry.
Oh, yeah.
Look, now trying to figure out. Wait a minute, where
Forget it.
did you hear
Hi,
me?
Eunice. Let me talk to the lady in the room because I'll let you figure out.
All right, family, we're about to get started.
Background because I'm about to jump in the shower and get my day going. So
No doubt. See you in a few. All right, I'm kicking everybody off the stage in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all remember the dude was either what was that? The Tootsie Pop joint? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What's up, family? Saying hello to all my family. Where might my family be? Well, y'all know how it goes. Saying what's up to the family on FB, Facebook Live. What's up to D? D Eddie Roman says good morning. Good morning to you too, D. As always, thanks for coming through. Want to say good morning to everybody else that's hanging out there over in YouTube, man. They don't show y'all names on the screen on YouTube, so I had to wait until you drop a line. But I hope you all are doing well. As always, welcome to the AP Morning Show. This is where we stand here together, shoulder to shoulder, brother to brother, sister to sister, brother to brother from another mother, and sisters from other misters. This is where we stand here every day in accountability. This thing that we call life. And since life is what you make it, what we try to do every day is make something of it by just supporting each other, showing each other some love, giving each other some affirmations, highlighting each other, just being together in accountability. And so as we do that today, get started on this Tuesday. As always, I'm going to get started with a few thoughts, and then we're going to get this show on the road. Yep. So when you can't block out the distraction, simply remove yourself from the situation. Sometimes that's what it be. Sometimes you can't do anything about your surroundings. The only thing you can do is something about your damn self. Real talk. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's needed is for you to know that that's the only person that you need to control. The only thing you need to control is just yourself. You can't do anything about anyone else. Focus on building real mutual relationships, not fake ones, only based solely on what others can do for you. Because we already have enough of those relationships out here in the world. Yes. Here's another one I like to do every single day. Take the time today to intentionally make someone feel seen and heard. It's one of the greatest contributions you can give to humanity and helping to make the world a better place, one interaction at a time. Gratefulness coupled with egocentrism is actually unintentional selfishness. I'm going to say that again. Gratefulness coupled with egocentrism, it's actually unintentional selfishness. And last but not least, your ultimate career goal should be being unapologetically and authentically yourself 100% of the time. I'm going to say that one more time. Your ultimate career goal should be being unapologetically and authentically yourself 100% of the time. And coming from someone who's grateful to say that he's had the opportunity of doing that since 2008, 2009, and to this point, yes, I'm excited about it. I'm grateful for it every day, and it should be the focus. It should be the point. The reason why that is because the only way that you're going to really make a difference in this world and whatever you bring to this world, whatever service, whatever inclination, whatever it is, it has to be that you are unapologetically and authentically being yourself in it. If that's not the case, it's a waste of your time and everyone else's. So if nothing else, do what you got to do to get to that point. Even if it means working a 9 to 5 that you don't like, just make sure that the main focus is getting to the point of your career goal. Being that. Yep. So on that tip, once again, I want to refresh the room, say what's up to the fam. For those that don't know, y'all know how I always do on Facebook Live. If you never watched this before, and if you're not hanging out with me on Facebook Live, I'm at Aaron Hill TV is where you can find me. You know how it goes. But I'm always talking about this thing called Clubhouse. The reason why is because if you're not in this app, you should be right away. It's the most potent thing on the face of this earth when it comes to building connections, making real relationships, and taking things to the next level as far as your business, your product, your service, or just your message, or just your knowledge and information. You can literally be in this app listening passively. For those that never heard of it, all it is audio chat. There's no text, no video, no pics, nothing like that. It's just real simple. Live, in-person connection. So no matter what you're trying to do, no matter what you have to say, no matter what you have to try to pull in, you can get it here in Clubhouse. So download that shit. Find me at Aaron Hill TV. So on that tip, I'm going to bring up my homie, chop it up with my good brother, Tyrone Langford, who is someone who goes way back. Like those things called stocking caps and waves. Or recliner seats, whatever you want to say. We're going to chop it up this morning, just hang out with homie, see what he's up to, see what's going on. The fun thing I like about this is that we get a chance to invite new people to Clubhouse, like people who have never actually been here before. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll let my cousin Caesar for a sec before we get into that. Caesar, what it be like? What it be like?
What it be like, man?
What up, Hazo?
I'm like, I know.
What did you say, bro? I think your phone cutting out, man. He said, I know.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
That better?
Hell yeah.
I was like, I know this sucker ain't had me get up at 7 o'clock this morning. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Ladies
man.
and gentlemen, welcome to the AP Morning Show.
Right.
Howdy, everybody. Serendipity plus intentions equals a good breakfast. I didn't say all, man. You be saying all kinds.
Yo, did you just say serendipity plus intentions equals a good breakfast? You're a fool. Oh my God.
Boy, you be putting all kinds of words together.
Right.
Expedition plus traffic lights equals a good way to see the world. Like, that boy good. Like, yeah, good and terrible.
You said an expedition plus traffic lights equals seeing the world. Hey, yo, you a dumb ass, yo. You are a dumb ass, yo. Yo, you know what's funny? You know what's crazy about that, yo? I don't know if I ever told you this, but yo, I think that my family was the first family or one of the first people in the city to test drive the Escalade when it came up. I mean, no, we had an Expedition, but it was the Escalade, the bus. You made me think about that when you said Expedition, because you know we used to have one of them gas guzzlers.
Right.
God.
I had three of them joints.
God. Yeah. And you're not in therapy for that shit? You're not in therapy for that shit?
Man, let me tell you, this is a true story, bro. I remember riding down Bel Air Road. One of my close homies just came home from jail. He was gone for, I think, like 12 years. You know, this was back, you know, when expeditions and everything was real popular and everything. And
Right.
so we came home, finally had a chance to link up with him, and we riding that down Bel Air Road. And the sign at the car dealership on Bel Air Road said acquisition sale.
Okay.
You know, so when you see it, he's like, yo, let's pull over here, son, and go try to get me one of them new acquisitions, son. Can I see what they got? Hey, yo, when he said that, yo, you talking about somebody? I'm like, this nigga been gone too. Yo, boy, check out one of them new acquisitions.
Shit, yo. Oh my
God. Time back, man. When you lose the time, you cannot get it back.
Right.
This nigga thought acquisition was a car. I need one of them, son.
Right.
Like, yeah, I would love to see exactly what you're talking about.
You say, because I ain't never heard no damn acquisitions. Yo, you know, it's funny though, because nowadays, you know, I think they done ran out of car names, because, you know, now you look and you might find a Nissan acquisition. Like, you might find a Nissan Constipation if you look
Yeah, for real, they running out of names. I mean, they was running out of names, like Mazda was running out of names so much, they just said, forget it. You can call this one a 626, call it a 929. You know? It was just like, BMW really did it. It was just like, all right, we're going to start right here. This is the BMW 328i, and we're just going to go up next 428i, 528. Like, we ain't got time to be sitting around for numbers no more. No more names, yo.
Right. Yo, I think Ford next car gonna be like Ford fuck it or something like that. It's like
a Ford Middlesex or he gonna start naming cars at the high school. With that Ford Woodlawn right there. Get that new Kia Morgan State. I'm gonna get that motherfucker.
Right.
I want to know who are the people that come up with the name. So like how they decide that at the round table. This is in Acura.
Right.
Who are you, sir? With Toyota, you know, they just put stuff together. You know, that's over there in China. You know, everything they make, we think is good.
Right.
They be like, we just made that shit on pennies, but they love it. You waking up big this morning, cuz?
You already, bro. And then you already.
Already what?
Right. You caught me mid preparation.
I saw somebody. I was trying to take your advice and just surf through Clubhouse, trying to get more familiar with and everything. And man, I saw some lady picture. Her picture just looks like. Her picture says to me, "I'm gonna pray for you right now." That's what her picture says. That no matter what, I'm gonna pray for you. I can get a prayer from her. If we find this lady right now, her face just say, "I'm gonna pray." You ever met somebody
she was that
intense?
religious?
Oh my God, bro! You ever met somebody that just looked religious?
Somebody that looked religious.
Somebody that just got this look like, at all means, religion is the leader of my foundation. Like,
hey yo, you know what you gotta do, yo? And this is actually a dumbass thing, yo. You have to take a picture of yourself, like while you here, and see if you can take a selfie, yo, and PTR, yo. That shit. So I can see that face, yo. Cause oh my God, I think I know what you're talking about. Just like that stern face, like where the person just like kind of grilling you, like they look like they get ready to fuss you out, even though they don't know you.
Right. Like, hey, how you doing, Jones? And the Lord said today that I should lay hands on you. And what? Excuse me? You're like, what? What are you saying?
So you better back up on me.
Lady, hold up. And then she walking closer and closer, closer and closer. And she's like, hold the fuck up. Man, your damn hands on me.
If you don't back up.
Son, I just need to let you know what the Lord has told me to tell you this morning.
Like one of them type of people. Right. When he already be coming at you with his hands out, like he about to grab the back of your head, you be like, "Yo, you know, if you like, I know taekwondo from 9 to 14." I want to grab back up, Bobby.
Down in Florida, I was living in Florida when I was working for this cable company, and I had to go service this lady, cable man, and I went in the house, and bruh, she had Jesus' picture all over the place. She had little statues of angels all over the place, showing us like
one of those things.
40 Bibles just laid out and everything like that. And I had asked her, I said, ma'am, my work order said I was supposed to be here to service your TV.
Right.
I said, where's your TV? She said, thankfully, bless the Lord, that I don't have a TV.
Damn.
In my mind, so what the hell am I here for? What am I here for?
Oh my God.
I said, lady, what is going on? She said, actually, you are here because I have a mission that I have to fulfill.
Right.
And I said, okay. Am I picking up some old equipment and nothing like that? She's like, no, let's just touch and agree. Touch and agree. I was like, touch and agree about what? So we need to figure out why the fuck am I here? Hey, she was the nicest lady in the world, bro. Right. So sweet. Oh my God, bro. I was just like, man.
Right.
I mean, you know, I'm all for, you know, being strong on what you believe, but God.
Hey, yo, let me tell you, it's kind of funny, yo, because when you were saying that, it made me think about something, right? So I got to ask you a question. I want your opinion as to how I should feel about something that happened to me. Something that happened to me back in, I think it was like 2000, maybe 10. Okay. So I want you to be the judge of how I should feel, because I don't know, you know, I still got mixed feelings about it. All right, so 2010.
Already,
right, 2010. I'm playing for Christian Life Church, right? I'm a musician there. So it's an evening service, and it happens to be one of those weeks where this is about to be like a revival week. So it starts on this Sunday night. So the person that they call in, I forgot his name, McPherson or something like that. I forgot his name, but dude was like really good. He was just one of those people. He had charisma, he had flavor, he had all that kind of stuff. So during his prophetic service right now, I'm the musician, so I'm front and center on the stage. He comes over to me and he says, you know, I got something for you. You know, when he starts going in, he's already going in, so I'm not like the first person. But he comes to me, and after he does what he does, the last thing he does is this. He goes, now we're face to face, we about maybe 2 inches apart. He goes straight in my face.
Hold up, first of all, is that a sneeze or did he blow on you?
Yo, he blew. He said straight in my face as hard as he could.
And were you playing the organ or the keyboard at that time?
I was playing the keyboard. And what he said, and before he did it, now it was one thing he did before he did it, you know, which I kind of expect him to do, but I still, you know, he said, Holy Spirit, and then he did that, and he blew as hard as he could in my face.
Wow. So, my first question to you is, please tell me how you feel.
Okay. So the way that I felt, you know me, you know, we go all the way back to, like I said, we go all the way back like stocking cats and waves, you know. So you know how I immediately was like, okay, he did just blow in my face, but like I'm gonna try to understand that he means well, and he's doing the best that he can to. This is what he really believes. He really believes that he has a particular power, and like he said, hold your hands up. And then he blew as hard as he could in my face. So I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt that even if the spit that was on my face was in vain, he that, you know, he at least had a good heart, like in the midst of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to apologize in advance, bro. I'm just gonna be as honest with you as I possibly can. You know me. So, first and foremost, I have a reflex condition. Certain things require or ultimately gives off a reflex reaction
Right.
when they happen towards me.
Right.
So I'm just gonna say that if he thought that he was blowing the Holy Spirit on me, I do know there's a scripture that says an eye for an eye. And I'm gonna give him back that same Holy Spirit that he blew on me. But I'm gonna have to put a little bit more juice.
Oh my God.
Yo, that is nasty, bro.
So in other words, if I'm hearing you correctly, if I'm understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth, you would have smacked the shit out of him.
No. I can't.
Hey, yo, you said reflex, yo. Yo, think about the old school backhand, yo. That shit was a reflex. In other words, so all I want to know is, all I want to know is open hand or would have been backhand. No, I'm just kidding, bro. But like,
it would have had to be open hand because I'd have closed my hand. That'd have been like I'm trying to kill him. But
oh
I
my God,
look like I'm laying hands on him as much. Man, oh my God, that is the nastiest thing. And then it's all on your face, on your glasses and everything.
And all I'm saying is he didn't mean to spit, right? But he was blunt. Now, I would say I wasn't the only one. That's what he pretty much did. Well, I wasn't the only one that got blue hard as fuck going. I'm saying the spit was the bonus. I'm really concerned about should the guy, you know, when he was 2 inches from my face and blew straight in my face without asking me, hard as he could.
He shouldn't have never did that. See, yo, that's the thing, my man. Church, they be taking stuff too far, man. Too far. Remember that day we was playing at that church on North Avenue, Alpha and Omega, and that lady got up there to do the little announcements, and then she started thanking God for everything.
For everything, yo.
She up there, I want to thank God for seeing all of the new faces that we ain't seen here in the church in a long time. Right. And just want to thank the Lord for allowing, you know, the sound man to come to church this morning on time so that he could turn on the mixer and Joe had to go over there and try to figure it out.
Right.
We just thank the Lord for the paint on the wall and thank thank God for allowing the paint company to
Right.
be able to mix up the right color so that we could put on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And we just thank the Lord for the wall itself and who laid the sheetrock.
Right.
Who put the sheetrock up, Lord. We just thank you.
My God.
I was just like, lady, if you don't shut the fuck, are you kidding me?
Yo.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Yo,
it was crazy.
Thank you. We thank you for the deed
that
was given as the money that was paid.
Right.
Thank you for the paper that the deed was
written
on.
on.
Thank you for
the deed,
lady,
right?
If you
Hey, yo.
lady. Oh, my God.
But here's the crazy part. On top of that, then right after she goes, then you got the pastor that follows it up with the same damn thing. Okay, so first I want to thank Sister Smith because Sister Smith did a good job, and we want to thank Sister Smith's mother for birthing Sister Smith, because if it weren't for her, we wouldn't have a Sister Smith to thank. And then we want to thank the pew that Sister Smith's mother is sitting in, because if it weren't for the embracing pew and the woodcutters and the carpenters, and we want to thank the termites for not eating the wood, that, and we want to thank the terminics. I'm like, God damn!
The craziest thing in the world. I was just like, you know what? Even I just think God was like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this thing. I'm probably God probably looking at all the angels like, this is the shit I be talking about. This is the reason why I'm going back, and I'm going down. That's it.
Right.
Y'all stop washing the chariot up. We on the way. Get the fuck up out of here.
And then on top of that, then you got the announcements and that shit. I remember that day, man. We were talking, and I was just like, yo. This is ridiculous. Yo, I text you that these people was talking about that they're going to have ceiling fan rehearsal for only pregnant women.
Listen to me, bro.
We have ceiling fan rehearsal this Thursday for pregnant women only over the age of 16 and under the age of 32.
Yo, when you sent me that text message, bro, yo, I almost fell off the drums, bro. I was just like, you have got to be kidding me, man.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh my God. They had bitch pew night or washing night or something like that. Like, everybody take a pew and wash it. Like, I was just like, they doing anything just to keep people in church. Just the people coming in the door.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Good
Crazy
times,
man. Yep. We're gonna have to tell everybody about all them stories, bro. About toe tap and Kurt with the tempo and the toe tap. Our homie Jesse, what was his name? Jesse, the dude outside that wanted the cigars. We used to talk about how he had the prettiest voice ever.
Don't forget the dude that always wanted to play the bongo. He'd be sitting in the audience, and all of a sudden he just pop up in the band with some bongos. Like, yeah.
Oh my God. And of course,
I'm putting all this in my next
I'm telling you. And then of course you cannot complete that shit without the infamous maestro / chorale director / bass player / preacher. If you catch him on the right day, the good brother Nate.
Oh my God, he did everything.
Everything,
he
man.
did everything.
Oh my God, bro. So yes, sir. Yo, so
do it, bro.
We definitely gonna do that, man. I'm about to bring Tyrone Langford to the stage so we can hang out. Matter of fact, as we do, yo, I want to see if Tyrone could affirm what we were just talking about. Because I'm telling you, I gotta ask Tyrone. Hey, Tyrone, if you see this invite, bro, I'm hitting you to invite, bro. I gotta ask you the question, man. Okay, so how should I have felt, bro? The dude blows in my face that damn hard, bro. And you know where we come from, Tyrone. So you already know, bro. You know. Bro, how the hell should I have?
With spit though.
And look. Now here's the thing. This most blows. You know how they say batteries not included. So most times spit's not included, right? So I'm gonna give him that. He didn't mean to. You know, and it wasn't that bad, right? But what I'm talking about mostly, yo, is he was less than an inch from my face, and he blew as hard as he could in my face, and he said, "Holy Spirit." It was like a Street Fighter, like it was like a Dukin, but it was the Street Fighter. It was the Holy Spirit version. So yo, how should I have felt, bro?
You remember that movie called The Johnsons? And they was going at it, and they was I don't know if y'all seen it.
Oh, the family joint. I know Caesar seen that too.
And they was having a prayer battle.
Right.
Yeah, I remember.
He was like, "Oh Lord!" So him and I would have been having just like that. You talking about? I thought he was going to say he would have. Now, excuse me, y'all.
Right.
And blew it.
Right.
I did say that. I said that I was going to blow right back on him with a little bit more juice. I said that.
That's
Oh my
exactly
God.
what I would have said.
Yo, only reason why I couldn't do that is just because I know he didn't mean to do that part. Like, but he just thought in his caring mind that blowing on me as hard as he could in my face was the way to give me the spirit. Oh man. Yeah, so I'll ask a few more people too. Let's see. What is the verdict? What happens when you get blown on? Nah, it's good. It's so we. Oh yeah. So Tyrone, we're gonna hang out with you.
Have you ever had the Holy Spirit blown on?
Right. Blown in your face.
That's tonight on Open.
That's it, bro. All right, fam. So we're going to chop it up with Tyrone real quick. Hang out on the tip of what I call the BPS spotlight. This whole deal is just about being able to highlight good people. I'm going to do a quick reset and say what's up to all the good people over on Facebook Live and everywhere else today. I'm excited about today because it's always a good day for us to hang out and do what we do. I want to say what's up to Denise M. Parks, who's hanging out with us over here on Facebook. Denise says, "Good morning, accountability family." Good morning to you, Denise. And also to D and everybody else hanging out. So if you've never been here before, this is the BPS Spotlight, where we chop it up with good people about their business, their product, or their service. We keep the laughs going. We keep the convo going, all in good fun. Today, I'm excited because I got my homie with me, Tyrone Langford, the good brother. We have rocked over the years together for so long. As I was saying earlier, go back like stocking caps and damn waves. So, the homie, the way it looks, his jobs, we go small STS, disinfected, I apologize. STS disinfect.it. We'll disinfect them all. COVID certified technicians using hospital grade electrostatic machinery, so your facility will be virus free. So I'm excited about this because with my homie, we've done a number of things over the years, from music, man, to business, to just creating great experiences for great people. So with that, say what's up to my homie. Good morning, Holmes. Yo, you can unmute your mic, Tyrone. Hit the bottom right. Good morning to you, bro.
Good morning.
And another one. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. So, everybody, I'm also excited as well because, man, all we doing is hanging out on the phone, y'all. Think about this, bro. If you take this back to, you remember the beeper line, or as my cousin Caesar said before, chat line? Yo, basically in a nutshell, this is nothing but three-way calling, bro, with an interface. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Crazy, bro. Like, who would have thought we'd be here at these times? Kind of crazy. How you feeling this morning, bro?
Man, I'm feeling great.
That's what's up, bro. What you getting into today, man?
Actually got a job I got to do a little later. Like 11:30.
Right. You got a disinfect joint?
Yes, sir. Take about maybe 2 hours. I'll be done for the day.
That's what's up, bro. So, man, before we even get into that, bro, like, you know how many people I tell about our stories growing up, man? And, like, how many people, matter of fact, let me see. Let me let my cousin see if you're still around, bro. I'm going to bring you back to the stage real quick. So, man, I tell so many people about our stories growing up, Tyrone, like, just how we got started, you know, and everything. So, Caesar, I don't know if I ever told you this, but for everybody here, so Tyrone and I grew up in the same church. It's called New Refuge. Now, I got there, let's see, when we were on Patterson Park. Was that when you, that was the first church, right? Patterson Park? Tyrone?
Yeah, I was there too. Yeah, on Patterson.
Yeah. So we grew up from Patterson Park, you know, all the way to St. Paul and Chase. And I always like to tell this story because there's a few people that's like real key to my musical life. Like, you got my homie, in fact, I was rapping with him earlier, my homie T Clark. He might be over here on FB. And Terrence was responsible for me getting started in music as a producer because of the fact that he was the one who stopped making beats long enough for me to start making beats for the group and realize that I had a musical talent. But where my homie Tyrone comes into play is that when I was 17, I'm walking through the halls of the church, and my bad, bro, I didn't mean to mute your mic. You can't mute your mic. I'm walking through the halls of the church, and we go to one of those types of churches where you got to do something. Like, you're going to find something to do. First, they were pushing me towards being a deacon and a minister. And I did that for a short time, but that wasn't for me. So I asked if I can go over to the music section. So one day, I'm in the hallway downstairs at the church. I'm walking through the hallway, and this brother walks up, and I know him because we go to the same church. So he says, "Hey, man, what's going on?" I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Hey, man, let me ask you a question. Man, what you be doing during the week?" Like, you be into anything? And I'm like, "Well, you know, I make music and that kind of thing. So that's the only thing." I'm like, he like, "Man, well, check it out, man. I'm about to start the youth choir, man. You should come join us." And I'm like, "All right, that's what's up, man." I was like, "Well, I'm not really a singer, but I'm a beat maker, I'm a producer. So I got this drum machine called the ASR 10. You know, I could bring that. I could play percussion on that." And he was like, "Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Bring it, man. That's what's up." And then from there, the next thing I know, I'm in choir rehearsal with an ASR 10 in my lap and with Tyrone on the percussion and on the drums. And that was the beginning of our musical life together. That's crazy, yo, ain't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, that's real crazy. It's funny, too.
Yo, do you remember when we bumped into each other in the hallway that day?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So we go from there, and then, you know, I bring my ASR 10, and yeah, like, man, you found a place for me to fit in. It was crazy, you know. And then from there, that's where I got my musical start. So fast forward, at that point I started having a whole new perception of like music because before that point, you know, I was a hip hop producer, and you know, I was already into music. But the thing about having this new position, being in this new position, like in the church, was that I got a chance to, number one, see what really went into making like the mood and the emotions and the flow of the service, like what really made that, you know. And then on top of that, I got a chance to hear some of the elements that I heard in hip hop and neo soul and all these other styles of music and gospel. And it opened up, it broadened my horizons. And then before you know it, I wanted to be a piano player. I wanted to be an organist. So, you know, from that point, we became musical buddies. And like, you know, we would get together. There's like, I remember the first song that I learned on piano. It was Brian McKnight's song Home. You remember that, yo?
Yeah, I remember.
Yo.
Trying to get you to play that all.
Oh, that's yo. Hey, yo, remember we were at your uncle's church and we practiced that same song for like 2 hours straight, yo, and had like we had a blast, yo.
But that made us a whole lot better.
Yeah, yo, it really did. That's crazy. So I'm playing on the keyboard, Tyrone's playing the drums. And so we're just excited. I'm happy because, you know, I have somebody that can like celebrate like anything that I learn, like he's supportive of, like he gets it, like every little thing, every lick, every run, like I had somebody to connect on and we would just jam out, you know. So you go from there and then we practice that song and get ready for this like Friday night like service, like a Friday night joy night like service. And so that's going to be my presentation and Tyrone's presentation. We planned this tune together. And it was the very first time I ever performed the piano live. It was with this guy right here. Yo, you know how crazy that is for me, man? Yo, you were the first person I ever performed with. So crazy. So crazy.
Tyrone, what are you doing? Are you on the toilet? we trying to reminisce with you. He's like, man, you remember that? He's like, yeah, I'm listening in.
I love it, yo.
Like, all excited, man. Do you remember?
Yeah,
you remember that? That's all you hear.
Yo, you funny, yo. Actually, yo, and here's the thing. See, I brought you up because I was like, yo, I know you even remember some of these stories, man. Like, you know, you go way back. You remember when I was rapping, and then here it is. One day I'm performing in church. I'm rapping in church. Like,
yo, I couldn't believe what got me was, I know when we was younger, I got into music really early.
Right.
For us, for our age, you know, really early. I'm playing drums and everything, and you wasn't into music at all.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, it was like, I know what it was. It was like overnight. It seemed like you just taught yourself everything.
Right.
Piano, like you just took it one by step. You're like, you know, okay, so now I'm gonna train my ears to hear all over again. I can already hear it, but now I'm about to train my ears to hear something else.
Right.
Okay. Then you taught yourself piano theory.
Right.
And then, you know, all this other that. And next you know, you playing and then you asking me to introduce you to certain people that you didn't heard about around town. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. I was just like, yo, this dude go from reading multiple books.
Right.
You know, you was a nerd. You was a nerd. That's just put it out.
Yo, that's what it was. Mom's raised a nerd, yo. And that's why it's so crazy, because in the midst of that, like right at that time when all of a sudden I went from like not knowing anything to just playing the piano, like this, like, yo, it was literally because me and Tyrone, we would get together, we would jam on stuff, hang out, you know what I'm saying? And then I started playing for the youth choir. We started playing for the youth choir, and then before you know it, like that takes me to a point where I can then spread my wings and hold my own. And then Caesar, that's when you and I play together at Ebenezer Church.
Oh my God, Ebenezer. Man.
Right.
Man. Oh man. You're talking about man. That was like that's the closest I got to the Underground Railroad.
Right.
The closest I ever felt like that spirit of slavery. That's
Right.
the first time I ever was like wow. This church is older than everybody.
Yo, everybody, yeah. Oh my
everybody.
God.
I think the youngest person in the church was probably 68.
Right.
Like that. They had no youth.
Right.
No youth.
Yeah,
no
I had to.
youth. Everything was senior.
Right. Yeah, I had to wind
Tyrone
up.
was like the magical, promoter. Like every time I went and had to perform or play in a show or something like that, he just in the corner, just sitting there, yo.
Right.
Like, yo, thanks for coming out, man. Thanks for coming to the show.
Right.
Oh, this shit.
Right.
He's like, yeah, man, we put this together like that. Take me everywhere.
Right.
We will.
Yeah.
You remember that thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kept it low key though.
Look, I knew. Look, same man. Yeah.
He's stupid. Yo, he did.
I remember.
Yo, here's the funny part, yo. He actually did, yo. He kept it so low key, but yo, rock with us, man. Yo, rock with us, bro. Like, man, there was some great times with rock with us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm excited about what Tyron's doing because, man, as long as I've known him, it's just been like one thing after another as far as ideas or just like out the hustle, man. You know, getting into something else.
What you doing now, Tyrone?
I'm on my laptop right now.
Yeah, I knew it was something else.
No, listen, because I got a job.
Yeah, he about to jump into a job joint.
That's what I'm saying. What is it that you do?
Oh, I do disinfect right now. Disinfect, sanitize.
Okay.
For COVID, all type of viruses and stuff of that nature. CDC standard and EPA.
Right.
Okay. So you clean stuff. I get it. No problem.
No.
Right. He's like, there's a difference.
It's a big difference.
Yo, matter of fact,
cleaning on a different level. Okay.
Yo, speaking of that, yo, tell me more about that, because that is the thing that like fascinated me about it is like, yeah, you can have on one level people that just like, man, all you gotta do, just take a rag, man, take some Pine Sol or some, you got the old school methods. But what people don't realize is there is a whole nother level to it, man. So like, tell me a little bit more about like your process, like, what makes the type of disinfectant that you do, what it is.
Okay, well, what happens is we go through, again, like I said, we disinfect and sanitize.
Right.
And we are also EPA registered and CDC standard, so we kill all types of germs and anything that's spreading, like different infections.
Right.
Hepatitis B, coronavirus, AIDS, anything that circulates in the air, and that can be harmful to the human body. Stuff of that nature. We use UV products, which is organic products, which is good. So no harsh smells and anything to that nature. So pretty much since COVID came out, I was like, I gotta find something else to do. And of course, I had my CEOs. I was driving trucks and buses on top of doing events and stuff like that. So I was like I was wearing myself out, being on the road and stuff like that. Then, once I'll brief you on the story. I got hospitalized, of course, and I was in there for about maybe 3 to 4 months straight. So I was sitting there going crazy. So when I came home, I wasn't able to get back behind the truck the way I wanted to. Because of health issues. So needless to say, I'm great now. I feel 1,000% better.
Right.
I started looking on the news. I was like, I gotta come up with another career, something that is gonna make lucrative enough money and support and stuff to that nature. As far as what my habits is, what I like. Right. And as far as taking care of my daughter, so I started seeing all the stuff that was going on. I was like, so what can I do to help? Because most people know me. I like to help. You like to help? Exactly. You've always been that dude. Yeah. You know, so I saw Kobe. I was like, it's like a light bulb. Right. I seen a guy on television disinfecting the building. I was like, wow, that's easy. Right. And I found out it's super easy. Right. You know, but you know, but it's with care too, though. Yeah. You know, it's a big hazard. Right. Because I could go in somebody's building and walk out sick. Right. So, you know, having all the equipment you need. Right. Yeah, say again? Nah, I was going to say, like, you made me think about something. It's like, that's why, like, I have so much respect, man, for everybody that is what I call on the front lines, you know, whether it's our hospitals, our nurses, you know, whether it's our disinfecting companies, you know, and that kind of thing. Is because it's like we all do have to work together in order to get through this. And like all of us have different things to, you know, help us to get through this. I mean, you got one person who is humor, you know, you got another person who's a business owner, you got another person, you know, who's a health official, you know, we just as an all hands on deck kind of vibe is kind of what I say. So I say that just to say, like, yeah, I look at what you're doing as being one of those people on the front lines, and I just am really like, I have so much respect for people that step up and do things like that because it's needed, you know what I'm saying? But somebody's got to be courageous enough to do it. So that's the first thing it brings up for me. And then the other thing too is like, it's really kind of what you're saying. It's like with care. It's like it's cleaning, but cleaning with care, with deeper care. And you might even want to even like think about that or keep that like cleaning with deeper care kind of in your back pocket because it kind of explains it, you know, to help people know that like, yeah, this isn't just some fly by night thing. And yeah, you could do a little something, but honestly, you know, we want to be here to help you to like really take it to the next level. So yeah, man, like when you told me about this, I was just like, wow, that's just so needed and it's so important. So that's dope. I think that's so dope that you're doing this.
Man, I'm so glad that you going around and you cleaning stuff and disinfecting stuff because people need to be clean these days. And I'm with it, man. I support you.
Oh yeah. So definitely, bro. So Tank, yo, tell me what, bro?
I'm sorry.
Yo, he's tripping off.
I was trying to put it, man. I love that. You know what though, man? Caesar, man. Since I first met Caesar has, you know, like they call it a natural high. Right. Just naturally funny. Like right. You don't even have to. Right. Try. You have to try, right? I know. I'm sidebarring for a second. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. And a lot of people don't know I do a little funny stuff to you. Right. The prank calls, boy. God damn. Yeah, I keep that on the low. But, yo. Oh my God. Caesar, man. I love Caesar, man. That's my guy. Yeah, yo. Yo, I'm telling you, I know. He's actually one of my mentors too. He don't know it. He don't even know it. He's one of my mentors. He don't even know it because he's another go-getter. Right. Right. Yo.
Wow, bro. Man, I never knew you looked at me like that, bro. I appreciate that. I do. I truly do, man. That means a lot to me, bro. It does. Right. Hey, so since you can my cash app is shoot me the cash app. I got it, man. I'm a sow a seed, as they say in church. I'm a sow a seed that I can reap the sowage of my reapage. But I'm thinking about doing a live recording comedy show here soon, man, and I might just bring you with me, man, just to put it together, and we go ahead and do it together.
That'd be dope, yo.
I'm with it.
That would be so dope. That would be so dope, yo. Yo, that's perfect connection, yo. Perfect connection. Yo, that's what's up, man. So, before we tie a bow on this piece, babe, go ahead and what's the info for your services, man? I'm interested, so that way we can be able to share with people how to be able to reach out to you or get in touch.
Okay. Well, let me see. Well, I use Facebook,
right.
IG. Facebook is just my regular name, Tyrone Tank Music Langford.
Right.
I'm not sure if I can pin it here, but
what you can do here is as soon as we finish, in fact, if you hang out for a few in the audience once we're done or hang out on stage, just go to your bio and you can click the button so that you can add your IG link. Just hit it right there and it'll put your IG here and everybody will jump on your IG and be able to connect with you from there. So yeah, that'll definitely work. And what's your just right before you do that, can you say what is your IG handle?
IG handle is rock with us RECKWIT US for you.
Okay.
Rock with us for you. At Rock with us for you. And then also once you go there, you should see my business IG there as well, which is STS.
Okay.
Disinfect, which is DISIN.
Right.
FECT. .IT.
Okay, that's perfect. And this is great because you got this in your bio too. So for anybody that's interested, go ahead and pop on over to Tyrone's bio and definitely support this brother. This is my homie. This is definitely, as they say, a brother from another mother. I mean, when I tell you, I got to tell y'all this before we get out of here because I didn't finish telling you the significance of this brother in my life. So not only do we have those good times as far as me getting started on the organ and on the piano and us jamming together, man, I wish I still had those old tapes. I think I might even still have one too. I had to dig through my tape collection and go find me a tape deck on FB Marketplace or Craigslist just to pull it back out. But besides like those memories, and I know I do have my first performance because I did keep that. So I do have recording of us. So I'm gonna make that happen real soon. But the point is that besides those beginnings, the deepest thing, and I gotta cut the music for this. The deepest thing that there's a few people who I owe like my life to musically. And this is one brother right here. And the reason why is because if it weren't for this brother right here, I may not have been a full-time musician. I may not have been a piano artist. I may not have been, I may not have gone on to create fruition music or any of that. So here is the scene. The scene is that we, as in our church, is at this other church in Lafayette Square here in Baltimore called Metropolitan. And we're there. And of course, our choir is there and our musician and that kind of thing. And so at this point, Tyrone is the drummer. There's an organist. And then there's myself. And what I would do is Tyrone helped me with learning how to play the percussion. So I would hop on the percussion and we would all jam together. But at this point, I can't remember if there was someone on the percussion or they didn't have percussion there. But whatever it was, Tyrone, I'm not sure if you remember accurately whether Metropolitan had percussion and someone was playing it or whether they didn't. But yeah.
They didn't have
They didn't have it. Okay. So Tyrone is playing the drums, the organist is playing, everything is going well, the music is getting really high, everybody's having a good time. And I'm sitting on the bench behind the organist. I'm sitting kind of like kind of with my head down, a bit discouraged. And the reason why is because of the fact that at this point, I really, really want to play. I want to take part, but I don't really know what I'm doing and I don't have a mentor. So I'm sitting there with my head down. I'm happy because it sounds good and everything's going well, but I can't participate. So Tyrone looks at me and he says, "Hey man, why don't you go over on the other side of the church to the piano and ask the musician over there if you could play the piano?" So I look at him and I go, "Why? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, and I'm ready to quit because I just want to learn. And the organist doesn't have time to teach me. I don't know how to learn." So Tyrone said again, "Man, just go over there, man. Just go ahead and ask him. Ask him if you can play." So I listen to that. I go over on the other side of the church. Now, here's the part where I give myself credit because I asked a musician who was playing the piano successfully. I mean, who was I asked the musician who was playing the piano successfully if I could sit down and play because I wanted it that bad. I mean, I was able to at least find like the key of the song if I sat down at the keyboard long enough. And, because I had a little familiarity, if I found a couple of notes that fit the song, then I might try to make a melody out of that. But it was nowhere near. It was nowhere near what this guy was doing. So I asked him if I could sit down, and I sit down and I start to do what I do. And this guy, Dr. Maurice Johnson, he looked at me and he realizes that even though I don't know what I'm doing, I really have a deep desire and a deep passion to learn. And so he sits in front of me in the pew in front of me. He continues to watch me. I continue to just try the best I can. So after the service, he comes up to me and he says, "You should let me take you under my wing." And in essence, what he meant is that he wanted to be my mentor and he believed in me so much that he would pour into me over the next 2 years. And if it weren't for this guy right here, I wouldn't have had that moment. So it just, brings me to tears just thinking about it. Just how I always say the serendipity and the intention of life, how it works together. And just how, bro, your motivation at that moment, the reason why I'm here today.
Wow, man, it's deep. But you know what? I believed in you since day one, since I said, "Hey, brother, like, what do you do?"
right. What you be doing, yo? I think you said it like that. You're like, yo, what you be doing, yo?
I remember, like it was yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Like, you just see something in somebody.
Right.
I'm not saying spirituality or nothing to that.
Nah,
nature.
it's the
I'm
same
just saying
difference.
you just see you just see something in somebody that you like. You know what? We can do this. And plus, I wanted to change. I'm like, well, if we can go together.
Right.
I was like, wow.
Yep.
I remember the first keyboard notes you hit. I remember that. I was like, yo, do this. And then after that, it was. Man,
right.
He's like one of the greatest pianists there is now, man.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, man, it really means a lot, man. We had a lot of great times, man. And like I said, it hits me so deep because, this room is about accountability. And so to be an accountability partner is just somebody that lets you know just what you just said. Somebody who just believes in you, just keeps pushing you. And you always push me and you always celebrate everything I learned, bro. I just want you to know I appreciate you for that, man. Real talk.
Big love, man. Big love.
Whew. Got me crying on the show and shit.
Man up.
Look, that's the beautiful part, man. Because now with all that I've learned, that's exactly what manning up is, man. Being able to express your emotions, man, truthfully. And so that's why I appreciate you, bro, because that's what you always been. So on that tip, everybody, I want y'all to not only show my homie Tyrone Tank Langford big love for not only what he's doing in the community, but for who I just expressed who he is as a person. And then on top of that, he's just here to Clubhouse. This is his first time here, his first morning, his first time on stage. Like, he literally, like, the milk is still on his lips. He literally has only been on Clubhouse for an hour. So I want y'all to come up and celebrate him. If you'd like to come to the stage, we're about to go into our segment with Sherry, where we chop it up, where we have our refresh moment, and we chop it up about things related to your branding and your marketing strategy and just all that we can do to help you. But in the meantime, I want to say good morning to the family. So if you'd like to come to the stage, please throw up a wave. Come on to the stage. I want my homie Tyrone to meet the family. I want you to meet him and him to meet you. Throw up a wave. And then if you can't come up because you are taking over the world from behind your desk or your Zoom, you caught up in your Zoom meeting, by all means, it's all good. Thank you so much for hanging out and making this your favorite morning show. And so I'm going to invite up the fam. Got Brother Meyer Clarity to the stage. Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Brother Eric, Jana, good morning. Say good morning, Tyrone. Tyrone, meet Jana, Eric, and Meyer.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Jana.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, fam. Good morning, fam. So this is really, really special because, again, you know, the thing for me is it's all about tribe for me. And when I have people from my tribe that have been a part of my tribe for years and are the part of the reason why I'm here, you know, doing what I'm doing in my profession, in my career life and everything, it's just nice to be able to tag everybody together. And guess what, everybody? OMG. If you look at the top of your screens, OMG. We got the club, y'all. We got the motherfucking club. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so if you can't celebrate with me, don't worry. I got enough celebrating to go around. Y'all, welcome to the AP family. Y'all, I'm excited. If you are excited about the fact that we get to have... Yes, brother. OMG. It's been a long time coming. And so this is a special moment because when I got on here December 15th of 2020 and stood in accountability for myself, the goal was to stand in accountability not only for myself, but for everyone else. And so I've been able to do that. 99% of the people in this room are people who are brand new to my family. The people that I just met that's been rocking with me for the last 90 days strong. And as y'all know, you're going to see more and more as the time goes on this morning. But I say that to say to be able to have someone who means so much to me, to meet other family that means a lot to me. Welcome, family. Welcome, family. So yeah, Tyrone, this is the family. Eric, Jenna Meyer. I also want to say good morning to Khalid, Amber Delia, Terry, Lamisha, T, Eunice, and of course, Sherry, who I'm about to bring to the stage now. Sherry, what you doing in the audience? You taking a front row seat today? But yes. So, man, this is my family, Tyrone, here in Clubhouse, man. And everybody, I want you all to just welcome Tyrone to Clubhouse because this is his first day here. Yes. Yes.
Tyrone, I'm so excited to have met you.
Yeah.
For the first hour.
The email.
Yeah, y'all got me over here crying too. So it's a beautiful thing, you know, when you can pay tribute and pay homage to people that set you on the path for where you are today. So and my mentor is in Clubhouse, and I know what that feels like to just be able to be on stage with her and rock out. So yeah.
Yes. 100%. So with that, everybody, we're gonna keep moving with this conversation. By all means, Tyrone, you can, brother, continue to hang around, bro. Continue to receive the love. Be a part of the convo. And when you gotta go, we just want to wish you an amazing day today, bro. And much love to you, man. Yes, yes. And so on that too, yeah. Go ahead, Ty.
I just want to say thank you. Much love to everyone. I'm about to get myself together, Aaron, but I hate to have to run out.
It's all good,
I want to stay here. I want to stay here. Y'all would invite me again. I would love to come back to this, even if just listening.
I'm about to say, bro, you know where to find me. All you got to do is find me here every day, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So what I'll do, bro, is there's a thing called pinging a person in, and it's the little plus sign down at the bottom. So what I'll do is when I'm here, I'll hit that plus button, and then it'll ping you to let you know I'm here. And then whenever you got time, bro, you can hang on out, bro. You can hang out and just listen in the audience or jump up to the stage, be part of the convo if you like, man. Much love, bro. And so on that tip, everybody, let's open up our microphone and let's wish Tyrone an amazing day today on purpose. Have a great one, fam. Have a great one.
Have a great day, bro.
Amazing day.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes. And on that same tip, everybody, let's open up the mics and let's say a huge good morning to the good brother, Eric Harrison. What's up, fam?
Hey, what's
What's going on?
Hey.
What's going on? I feel like I've been around the world and back. It's so good to hear your voices and to see your smiling face.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, man, I'm singing that song again, bro. It's been a long time coming. Hell yeah, bro. Good to see you, man.
Man, good to see you too. Congratulations on the room, man. For real, like that's a powerful thing, man. That's powerful because now, the community is only gonna grow.
That's it,
it's only
bro.
gonna grow.
You know how it is, bro. You know how it is. And so it's real cool, man, because you come back right on the day where it just came through, man. And so to be able to see the fam here, OMG.
So are you telling me this is a party, bro?
Yeah.
It's like a party, a low-key party. You know how parties like break out.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what it is right now.
For sure. And I forgot to say, if there's anybody else who'd like to come to the stage, go on and throw up a wave. Come on up, hang out with us. Brother Eric, man, how you been, fam?
Man, I've been good. I've been just, one of my good friends passed away not too long ago.
Yeah.
So just been kind of grieving there.
Right.
Of course, you never fully recover.
Yeah.
Never fully recover, but I get a lot of strength from him now. So it's one of those things. Now I'm more energized than I've ever been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing more than I've ever done. The business is popping. I'm working with. That's one of the reasons why Ken ain't in the room, because I got to do work for me now. So I told him he can't come in the room until a certain time. He got to get my damn work done. You know what I'm saying? So
right. No wonder.
One of the things.
No wonder when I tried to ping Ken this morning, man, that joint, it burned my finger, bro. I was like, God damn, that shit burned my finger. I was trying to ping him with his book.
Somebody put a virus on his can't do it. But one of the things, man, that I'd like to say, since this is the inaugural day of our room,
yeah, man.
I have forged and put together relationships from this room that has literally helped to catapult everything I've done, man. Like it's been like a supercharge.
Wow.
Like things are picking up like never before.
Wow.
Because of the people in this room. Just all these other people running around in these rooms talking about they heavy hitters, man. But the thing about it is, the real heavy hitters are the ones that don't say nothing. Wow. They move in silence. You know what I'm saying? Like ninjas. You know what I'm saying? And this room is full of them. So I appreciate you, number one, for birthing this. And then number two, to everybody in this room, man, is no doesn't even describe you.
Yeah, man. Man. I tell you, bro. Golly, this is why I just love the fam, man, because it's wild, man. It's only been 90 days, bro. It's only been 90 freaking days. And it's not even that, because let's see, January, February, March. Yeah, March 15th will equal 90 days. But in 90 days alone, right? The level at which, first of all, we've gone with our personal relationships, and then what I was telling somebody yesterday in the form of what I was calling the cross pollination. You know what I'm saying? The way that our paths have been cross pollinating. And when we were in the town hall this past Sunday, the Clubhouse town hall, it was the last question that they were asked. Most people that I came across thought that it was the most boring question and the most boring town hall ever. But for me, it was exactly the opposite. But it's because I'm a guy that likes to dig into the psychology of things past the surface level, past the facts. And so they asked Paul the question, if you just came here to Clubhouse right now, say you were a newbie with everything going on, what would you do? And they found it so fascinating. And what Paul said was, he said, the thing that still intrigues me so much, we're so fascinated about with what we've created, is that it creates a middle ground, like this type of middle ground that's a unique type of environment and ecosystem that's unlike no other place. You can have like conferences that are top-notch conferences that feel like just regular hangouts where people feel welcome from all walks of life. He's like where you can have like a radio show, but at the same time, people feel like it's just a hangout with a family. Like he was literally talking about that. And so I just say that to say that I'm listening to what you're saying, man. And with where our heads are and with where we've been, I've seen some of it, but I can only imagine what you're saying and how it's unfolded from there and how it will keep unfolding because of who we are, what's meaningful to us, and our why, as far as why we're here, and then just being in this magical environment, this magical moment in history, bro. So yeah, man.
It's amazing. And the other thing too, you just never know who you're affecting. You never know who you're touching because you have to understand, you may be in a room with someone,
right.
But you have to understand that person's going to go to a room and then they're going to talk to people and then it's just going to keep multiplying. And the thing about it is that some people, of course, are thinking about that on a money tip. Like, hey, okay, if I could do this, but it's not even that. It's just the intrinsic value that you add to people's lives. You know what I mean? Or, you put some bullshit out there, it's like the value you take away from people's lives. But anyway, it works both ways. But just the fact that you have, and so many people think, well, man, I'm insignificant. I don't really have that. Man, you just don't know. And Clubhouse actually opens us all up to that opportunity. So it's just dope. Man. And again, flowers, salute. Take a toll, whatever you got to do today to celebrate, brother. This is a big deal. You know.
Thanks, man. And man, I tell you again, the thing I like about this environment most is that when we talk about being genuine and being authentic, here's the thing that happens. When you take away one sense, the other senses become even more heightened. So the reason why this is so potent is that we get a chance to really build real relationships because we can hear each other's intention, we can hear each other's tone, and we can really tell even more than if we could see each other, we could tell even more the type of people that we are. So, man, it's why I already cherish relationships and family, but it's why the family that I built here, man, is even more special to me in a significant way. Because like I always have said over these past 90 days, I'm always building tribe out here on social media, in these social media streets, as they say, Facebook, YouTube, all these places. But there's never been another time in history where I've been able to build tribe in such an intimate way like this. where I could talk to my tribe as I was building and be able to really be with people as we walk together throughout the moments of our lives. So, bro, I'm so glad to see you today, man. And golly, it's just good to have the family here, bro. I also want to ask you to tell me about what else you got going on out here, man, so that I can be aware of it to tune in and hang out as well as everybody else too, bro.
Well, thank you for that, bro. Thank you. I don't do that enough, so yeah, that, you know, the other people that told me I don't do that enough ain't in the wrong. So number one, I have 2 rooms right now, and they're both related to my company, Express Your Perspective.
Love it.
Express Your Perspective is just based on just being able to be yourself.
Yeah.
And to express yourself. I think in this time, in this day and age, a lot of our words, a lot of our actions, and a lot of the things that we do are just influenced by what we see on all these screens.
Right.
We got so many screens. We got our computer screens. We got our phone. We got all these different things that are just influencing what we do and how we think.
Right.
And we don't even know at times what our genuine perspective is, what's inside of us that needs to come out.
Right.
So what Express Your Perspective does is it puts people in environments, in situations where they can truly be themselves and be to express it. Everybody talks about being authentic. But then when you really want to speak and talk about what you really feel, they tell you to shut up. Well, we put things together where people can talk, where people can express themselves.
Right.
And then they can add to the global collective or the global community. So right now, I have 2 rooms. One is EYP Higher Learning, and that's more for the business person that wants to truly be able to express themselves, or a person that's in a career working in corporate. Because many times they get assimilated to the overall big brother.
Right.
Well, guess what? You don't have to be that. You need to be able to express yourself and be who you are.
Right.
And when you do that, don't be afraid to do it. And when you do it, know that you're adding to whatever organization you're part of.
Right.
Then the second room is EYP Freedom 365. And that's more so like, and I kind of shy away from the word life coaching because, whatever, everybody's saying that.
I get it.
So, I'm always trying to think of something different. But, man, that same thing, helping people to express themselves and do what they need to do.
Right.
And the last thing is this. I consider myself a catalyst who coaches through conversation.
Yes. So
there is no way I'm going to sit there and say, you need to do this, give me 5 minutes to this, do this. No. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk. It's going to be like we just sitting there across from each other. You got your tea. I got my coffee.
Yes.
We just spit. And, man, we're going to both walk away like.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's what I got going.
Yo, I love it, man. Down to earth, man. I love it. One more bit of information, bro, before we wrap that Tabo on that. Can you tell us what days and what time, even if it's the same time as this show, like, don't worry about that. Just tell us what days and what time to catch the room.
Man, I've been wrestling with people about that, man. Like, I just started my room. I'm like, I just started my room, but at least you had time already. So I'm looking at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. And the reason why is because I wanted to do Sunday because that's just a great time to really begin to think about your week, what you're going to do during the week.
Yeah.
So 7 p.m. on Sundays. And actually, that's going to be the Freedom 365 room. I got to figure out the higher learning one, too. That's the thing about when you do 2 rooms, and I have partners too as well. So I'm gonna have co-hosts. I'm gonna have all kinds of people coming in there. You ain't just gonna hear my voice, so you won't get tired of me. Believe me. And Aaron gonna be on that too. He just don't know it.
No doubt, man. That's what's up, bro. I like that. I like where you're going with that. I think that's a great idea, especially from that perspective. It's always good to get a fresh perspective, at the top of the week, as you prepare for your week. So I think that's great, bro. As always, brother, I am celebrating the hell out of you, man. I celebrate you, bro. I love you, bro. And it's so good to see you, man. And yeah, great day
Papa
today.
Aaron. Y'all know why I call him Papa Aaron. Maya, you know you going next, so you know you can tell him why we call him Papa Aaron.
Look, if I didn't get if I wasn't broadcasting on YouTube and would get flagged, I would start playing the Biggie instrumental. Oh man, it's always good to see you, fam. I want to do a quick refresh. Baby. Oh my God. Quick refresh, everyone. Just want to say hello to all our friends, to T, Lamisha, Terry, Amber Delia, Sherry, Osteen, Eunice, Tina, and our friend who I apologize, but I cannot pronounce your name. Oh, I see at Zahar Patrol. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. And I know how it is if you want to come to the stage. We are hanging out to 10:30, and I will be right on the dime at 10:30 because I have to go to a memorial service or celebration service for one of my relatives. So I will be heading out at 10:30. But until that time, y'all know what we're going to do. We're about to chop it up with Sherry for our refresh moment and our segment with Sherry. And if you'd like to come to the stage, you can just throw up a wave. And if not, you just want to keep hanging out and allow this to be your background radio show, by all means, you can do that too. And for my peeps that's hanging out on FB and YT, good morning to the good brother David Tisdale. Good morning, fam. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Everybody, let's open up our mics real quick. Let's say a huge good morning to Sherry. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
What's happening, everybody?
What's happening? And everybody, I thank you so much for your patience. The goal is I'm going to make sure we get to talk to everybody because that's always my goal. So thank you so much as you continue to hang out. Sherry, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning. How you feeling? What happening?
Amazing. Great day already. I'm happy.
All right. What makes you happy right now? What's making you happy?
I just had the most amazing bath with these bath salts that I'm trying out because I'm going to be working on my new product line. Hey.
Oh, yeah. In the words of Caesar.
Right? Yeah, so that was good, and I'm enjoying the room, the vibe.
Wait a minute. You ain't gonna tell me that you working on your new product line and then not spill the goddamn or is it confidential right now? Is it confidential?
I haven't even told you this happened. No. So yeah, I haven't even had a chance to tell you. So what happened was I have really been wanting to work on a line of products for women specifically. Okay. Of course, the fellas, they can use them too. But I wanted to work on a line for women. Yeah. And I want to also introduce like CBD hemp products specifically for women. Right. Because it has really been helpful in my life. And then also just some self-care, which I've been working on doing better at. Yeah. And so I am testing out some bath salts and some soaps, all handmade, all pure organic ingredients. And so I found somebody to make them for me, and I'm excited.
That is crazy dope. That is crazy.
It's also the same dude that I did tell you about, the dude that will carry my waist beads and Marla beads in his store, right, here in South Carolina. So that's exciting because I just started making them, and now he's like, "You want to put them in the store?" And I was like, "What?" Right.
That is too cool. That is too dope. Wow. So yeah, I remember when you first mentioned to me about wanting to have your own CBD brand and wanting to get into it. And so, wow, this is really, really cool. Now, did you already say the name? Did I miss the name of it? I think I must have missed the name. Did I miss the name?
The name of my brand?
Your line, yeah.
I did not say it.
You did not say it? Okay, got you.
I did not say
I just want to
it,
make sure what it is.
Shall I announce it to the room?
Only if you like.
First to know. You're breaking news.
Right, I don't have my see. I gotta get my damn beat machine up. I'm supposed to have all kinds of sound effects right now. Late breaking news.
Yeah, exclusive in the AP morning show. Right. The new line is going to be called I Am.
What?
Yep.
What?
Because, you know, I mean, you know this, but on social media, all of my monikers, I am Sherry Goodall. And there's a reason I picked that.
Right.
So, you know, finding my way back to me, I had to realize who I am.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy though. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean,
and shout out to Eric and Coco, because I had been struggling. I was in a room with them some months ago, and we were talking about speaking, and that was something that we were talking about, and they suggested that I stick with that, and I really love it. But I fell in love with it more once I really thought about what they were suggesting and saying to me. So, thanks, guys.
Wow. OMG. Coco and Eric, if you all wanted to say anything, by all means, that's powerful. God damn. This is what I'm talking about. This is the cross-pollination that I'm talking about. You know, I was just saying.
And the connections that Eric was talking about, like, it's major. I think if you get in Clubhouse and you use it the way that it in my opinion, is meant to be used, there's so many powerful things that come out of it. Even if it's not professional, like, you know, I've seen like this room support Eric through the loss of his friend.
Right.
You know, Coco's talked me off the edge a couple of times. Meyer, like, you know, we're shouting out his music. Right. You know, Auntie Gina's got cookies. So it's just, you know, it's making connections and networking. And let's not forget our girl LT, who has the Bay Room, which is all about making connections. So, and it's like the dope thing if you use it right.
You're absolutely right. In fact, speaking of LT, y'all don't tell her that I told y'all this, but if she comes in the room today, then everybody, we got to get up on the stage and we have to say happy birthday to her son, Sir. His birthday was yesterday, and we got to celebrate. And I don't know why I'm whispering as if she'll be able to hear me if I speak louder. I have no idea. But yeah, let's make sure we say that, because that's going to be fun. Her son's birthday was yesterday, 15. So yeah, when she comes in here, that's going to be a surprise. I wanted to tell you in advance, just in case she drops in, and we can all say happy birthday to her son. Yeah. So yeah, this family, look, we got the club today, Sherry. We got the motherfucking club. Oh my God, man!
Never seen anybody so excited to have a club.
God damn.
You and me. I've created more rooms than a little bit.
Oh my God!
The entire time I've been on here, because I'm so excited about having a club. Like,
oh,
it's the dopest.
Freaking M to the G. It's like one of those dams where you're not saying damn, you're like, ham, man, ham. about ham time. Nah, but I can't.
Yeah, for sure.
I have not a complaining bone in my body, you know. All of that is in fun, because when I tell you, give me a 8-person company that's one of the biggest technological revolutions since the advent of freaking internet, give me that and 7 other people. Yeah, I might be late on some clubs, but your ass gonna be happy overall, because golly. So it's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about the developers, Paul, Rohan, Anu, the crew, the whole crew. I'm so happy about them and what they're doing and just how they think about this thing. Because honestly, like they always say, they said it in this last town hall, and they said every town hall, they say creator first. We have creator first in mind. Our whole thing is just to drive so that you all are happy. So they continue to work on things like discovery. They continue to work on things like trust and safety. They continue to work on things like privacy. And then they continue to work on things like allowing us the abilities to expand. So I say that to say, everybody, and we just want to remind you that you can create your own club now. And so the way, go ahead, you got it. Please do.
Yeah, so what I'm realizing for myself, and I'm wondering, I think other people will too, is that when I was active in Clubhouse, I wasn't as active, but I think now having the club, one, because the way my mind works, I'm super organized.
Yeah.
Mentally when it comes to putting things together, right?
Yeah.
So for me, having the club allows me to curate my content so that it feels like it's all in one place and it's not just out there floating in the Clubhouse hallways.
Right. 100%.
So I'm excited about that. I'm also like, my members are growing and I'm appreciative of that. And then, so let me just give the name of the club. It's Women 40-ish and Over. So if you go look for that, it's women 40-ish and over. And to the guys, there's some guys that are out here following the group as well, which I'm excited about. I scheduled my first room already, which is going to be on Sunday at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, am I plugging? Let me get back to the show.
No,
but
anyway,
it's a self-care. Okay, great. It's a self-care Sunday.
That's mindfulness 101. Good job, Sherry. Get a moment and be like, wait a minute.
It's going to be self-care Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Jason Winters, and we're talking about emotional eating and using EFT or tapping. So Sundays will be about self-care and how we take care of ourselves. I have a lunch and learn for Wednesday. Of course, we have our hot seat on Wednesday. So I'm excited. Like, we're doing big things. So let's get it.
We are really doing big things. Really, really big things. I'm excited about self-care.
Count the ladies out that are 40.
Shit, you better not count them out.
It's the second quarter. But we just coming into our best life. This is where sex really lives at. And I don't just mean in a sexy way. Like, we're smarter, we're stronger, we're more driven, more focused, wiser. So yeah, that 40 and over crew, y'all need to check for us.
Can I get an amen from the AP family? I'm just saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. This is right on. This is right on. So here's the last thing I want to do real quick, and then we're going to jump to our good friend Jana. Sherry, let's walk through together. Let's walk everyone through how to create their club. How to create their club. So I'll let you go, and then I'll jump in.
Okay, so it's actually very simple. First and foremost, let me just tell you, if you're not sure and you forget what we tell you today, just go to your profile, click on the little gear wheel, and it'll say what's new, and that's where you can get information in case you forget anything I'm about to say. But go to your profile, scroll down to the very bottom below where it says joined, like who nominated you, and you'll see member of. If you're a member of any club, you'll see the little badges there, and then scroll to your left, to the left. You'll see a plus sign on the right at the very end. And once you hit that plus sign, you can create your club name, all of that good stuff. Now, Aaron, you probably want to jump in about what to expect when you start putting your club name and things in.
No doubt. Thank you, Sherry. So the first thing to keep in mind is that your title, the name of your club, can be no more than 25 characters. And so I found that out the hard way. And so when you do that, make sure it's 25 or under. And then the second thing is that you're going to select 3 topics of your club. You have to select 3 topics, and basically what you want to do is just think about who your club caters to. Always go back to your why. Why am I creating this club? And then who is it for? And then use that to be able to select your 3. When it comes to the description, right now that character field is limitless, so you can make it as long as you want. And then I guess I would say some pieces of advice as far as how to lay it out. I would say keep it clear and concise. And I would say keep it clear so that when people come across it, they know that it's really for them. Maybe starting off with the who are we, maybe starting off with a welcome. If you click on AP Family Clubhouse right above, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can say it. I can't believe I can actually say it. Okay. Oh my God. So yes, if you click on that, then you'll be able to see how I have it laid out there. And Also, one more piece of advice, and this is one that is not so clear, so listen up closely so you'll remember this and so you can tell other people as well. You can create more than one club. Now, the rules are that you can only create up to 2 clubs a month, but you can create more than one club. I actually have created 2 clubs. So I have the AP family, and then also create another club that you'll see at the bottom of my bio. You go to it, and it's called the Secular Society. And so those 2 clubs are the ones that I've created. So you can have more than one club. Some people might say, well, what would you want more than one club for? I would say because if you think about it in the different ways that people use clubs, you use them in 3 ways. One like a community, another like a reoccurring show, like that's the network, and then these would be the shows, and then a private, more so like a private gathering. But at any rate, just wanted to tell you that remember those few things, and if you have any questions or whatever, just shoot me a DM, or maybe even more so when we chop it up, you can actually ask here real quick before 10:30 because I want to make sure everybody understands, because it's our goal to bring you this information and more. Yes, Sherry, I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, and I can't wait to start. Well, I'm already starting building out my guest schedule and my rooms. Yeah, so
Yes.
I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what other people do too. So yeah,
yes.
Let's get it, y'all.
Let's get it. So last but not least, with this particular segment, this segment with Sherry is where we have something that I call our refresh moment. Now, we're not going to do a whole refresh moment today because we basically just did it. I'll tell you what it is. So the refresh is basically a business that Sherry and I have put together, a consulting business. It's Refresh Creative Brand and Marketing Strategy. And basically what it is we bring close to 40 years of experience together in things like branding and marketing and strategy and, all the things that we're all trying to do as entrepreneurs, how to get it done here on these here internets. So that's our consulting business. And so we're here to help the community as much as possible. And so during this segment, we'll give like a tip or something to think about as far as your business or your brand. If you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner or an artist or, what have you. And so that's what we're doing day to day. And you can also DM us if you're interested in more services. We sit down, we do consulting, and we do strategy and coaching to help you with your brand. We do individual services. We have intensive day programs, the whole 9. And last but not least, besides hearing that, in this segment on Wednesdays, we have what we call Refresh Wednesdays. And that's where we'll do a completely separate room at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about a topic that deals with creative branding and marketing, and where we do power sessions where you can come up, ask any question you want, and we'll give as much information as we can in the span of like 10-minute time with you. So yeah.
Yep, I'm very excited about that. I think what I'm most excited about, particularly because I'm taking myself through the process that we're going to take other people through.
Right.
My company is Full Circle Marketing, but I am rebranding and repositioning myself as well as my business, and we're now going to go under the DBA of Refresh, and just building that out and seeing what it looks like. I've done it at a corporate for a multi-billion-dollar company level, but doing it for a small to medium-sized business is the same and not the same all at the same time. Right. Does that make sense? And it's important that that I've had this experience for myself. We're not just throwing information out there to other people. And this is actually in 4 years, I've had to reposition and really, when you're starting a business, you learn about what works, what doesn't work, what services you want to offer, which ones you don't, what kind of clients you want to work with, what ones you don't. So, this is definitely coming from a place of experience, and I'm feeling extremely empowered these days. So I'm ready to share my voice, and
that's it.
Yeah.
So we're here to help you, and I'm feeling mad refreshed as well. So yes. All right, people. So we're going to refresh the room. Speaking of which, once again, we're going to say hello to our friends. Say hello to Leah and David. Good to see you all. Thanks for hanging out. And again, if you, yes, did you just mention David a few minutes ago? Yeah. Let's give a shout out real quick. Let's give a shout out.
Yes, shout out to David. David actually was on my podcast we recorded yesterday. I can't wait for the episode to air. I'm thinking it's going to air later this month or sometime in early April. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
And So Dave and I were I mentioned Eric to David. So great to have the gentleman in the room today.
Yeah.
Who are moving and changing lives.
Oh man. And David, by all means, if you'd like to come to the stage, we would let us say hi. And so on that tip, everybody, let's open up our microphones. She's been so patient. Let's open up our microphones. Let's say a huge good morning to our good friend, Jana. Good morning, Jana.
Hey, Jana.
Good morning, Jana.
Good morning.
Jana, good morning. How are you?
You know what? I've had some life-altering things go down. So, Aaron, congratulations on your club. Sherry, I'm 40-ish. Yeah, so I've already followed that. And what what I think is hilarious is I wake up, I look to see who the people I follow, what are they doing, and then I jump in the room. But I jump in here first thing, but then y'all are too awake for me, and so then I'm out until I can it's just too lively for me.
Right.
So then I'm not ready for that yet.
Right.
And then I'm down. But something I think is, I'm Miss Vulnerability. So I hope you guys.
Oh, this is a safe space. This is the AP family. It's safe.
Well, what was really cool is a couple of things. Is I did quite a bit of healing around a male relationship the past 30 days, so much so that I felt every single bit of it. And what that did is that created healing in my body, and that relationship, has that chapter has ended.
Yeah.
But what I noticed is my ass is waking up at 7 a.m. I can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's the part that I'm finding interesting.
Yeah.
I could always wake up, whatever, go back to sleep till, I stay up late. I mean, I'm a woman of the night.
Yeah.
And, but for some reason, all of a sudden, I truly believe it's because I think I did a really good chunk of healing. And through that whole, at his expense, to be honest. I mean,
I understand.
I mean, I don't feel bad because he was the first one that I had been this extremely close to, so it was extremely triggering. But he'll be all right.
Look,
and
it's the process.
But and then the other thing I noticed was I have so many mentors now. Since Clubhouse, it's just all the brilliance has come out, and it's just really cool to be with other like-minded people.
Yes.
Because I care who I'm around, and I don't want to waste my time doing dumb shit. And so, it really hit me last night. I've never had so many mentors, and that Coco, my shout out to you, girl, Aaron, and Jeremy. There's people that I've been following, and then I just have really been expanding into the lady that I always want to be.
Wow. Let me tell you something, Jana. So, there's probably many people who may get tired of me saying this, but it doesn't matter to me because it's what it is. I always say serendipity plus intention equals life. So for you to say all that you've said, and then for you to be here during this time, and to pop in, like you said, you had me laughing when you said, I popped in and I was like, oh my goodness, this is too much right now. It's too live. And I give the credit to my Wheaties. Let's just say my Wheaties for that. Myra knows what I'm talking about. But I just said to say, I look at how you're here. I look at how you said, you start off and you say, I'm the vulnerability person. And then I say right to you, welcome to the AP family. The thing about it is that this is exactly, what it needs to be. And I like how you're saying that this flow is going, because when we first met, we met in an emotional intelligence room. And I knew in that conversation that we would continue on the same path together and we would bump into each other again. You know, so I'm saying that to say that every time you wake up and if you can't go back to sleep, you can take a guess where we might be and where you might be able to hang out and just be with some people, like you said, that is coming from the same mindset or in the same headspace and really just understand you and are here to support you and not judge you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm really, really super excited to see where this voice is going to go.
Yes.
So that's really all I have. I appreciate everyone listening.
Yes. Much love to you. Oh, my goodness. This is why I'm excited. So also on that tip, I want to do let's see, is there anybody who came in since? Good morning to Andrea and let's make sure I pronounce this right. Malika. Andrea and Malika, hello. And T, Sherry, Amber, Delia, Terry, Eunice, everybody. Let's open up our microphones, everybody. Say good morning to the good brother Meyer. Clarity. Brother Meyer, what's happening?
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Gross.
Oh my. What it be like?
Maya, what's happening, fam? I love it, bro. I heard it too. I heard the joint pull up. It was like it was like just went over the phone. I can't fucking see. This is what right. This is right about to say. This is what happens when you have audio engineer ears, bro. You just hear every nook and cranny. So I heard that, bro. You tucked up nice and tight. I'm gonna turn up the beat for you, bro. I'm gonna turn up the beat for you. That way you have something to go to sleep to.
Yeah, it's weird having like audio engineer ears.
Right.
Like, at the same time, you're deaf, but also you hear
every goddamn thing. Everything.
It's weird.
Shit you don't want to hear. Shit you like, God damn it. Can I turn these things off sometimes? Like,
yeah. Like when there's no
right. Exactly. You know, you ever heard of nails on a chalkboard like times 2 squared to the 10th power? Like that's what it's like for us. Oh, gee.
That's daily life.
Right. Bro, so you I think you came in, man, during the time when my homie Tyrone was here, and I was telling the story of one of the people that has had like a huge just part of my journey, man. So I was glad for you to be in here to hear that, man. Real talk.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Real talk,
man. That's that. It's dope to see worlds connect like that. You know, I'm trying to bridge in the gap and get my folks on Clubhouse, but haven't had too much success with that. Still trying to persuade them.
Well, I'll tell you how I persuaded that brother. Hey man, I'm gonna interview on my show this morning. Get on there.
There you go.
Oh man. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Good times though, bro. How you feel otherwise, man? What's happening? What's happening in the clarification of clarity world?
Yeah, hey, how do I make my life seem interesting? I mean, everything's good. I feel refreshed. Me and my lady took a 3-day small hotel vacation just to get change of scenery. And that was super dope. We refreshed. Right. It was amazing.
Damn, bro. Well, if you heard something in your suitcase, bro, it might have been me, because I might have been trying to tag on. God damn. That's bro. That's cool.
What that was.
Right. Yeah, that's
we
cool.
thought it was a crazy Russian guy that was following us around.
Him too. No,
that was wild. Actually, yeah, that crazy story. When we first checked in, there was a dude who was just like pretty much following us around and kept trying to like separate me and my girl.
Really?
Yeah, it was this weird, like, short Russian dude who was, like, visibly drunk in the middle of the day.
Oh,
just starting shit.
Okay.
And, like,
Oh man, turned out he was like a client there, and he'd done that multiple times, and so it's just like, all right, great.
Bro, what was his strategy to try to separate you, bro? Please tell me more of this drunken style, because the drunken master style. That's that's one that was the character I always picked on the game because the motherfucker was fascinating to me. So tell me this fascinating.
I've seen that movie. Man, that's a blast from the past. Yeah, this dude just pretty much like tried to step in front of me, and then like ladies first, and like motion for her to go, but then for me to stay. And I was like, "What? No, I insist. You go first."
Oh my god!
Like, go ahead, or I'm gonna punch you. But
oh my god, yo.
It was weird, but on a positive note,
right?
We're all refreshed. He fucked off. Everything's good. I'm pushing new music. I'm hanging out with friends.
Fuck yeah.
I'm getting motivated by proxy. Seeing Eric work out. Realize how lazy I am.
Yo, I'm telling you, if you want to know how lazy you are, look at Eric Harrison's profile, and your confidence will go up and then go down and then go back up and then go down. Yeah, Eric be getting it in, bro.
Is it inspiration or is it comparison?
That is the $1 million question, my friend. The $1 million question.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so,
man.
That's everything in the realm of my world. I'm just happy to be hanging out.
That's what's up, bro.
Getting a daily dose of positivity before I argue about capitalism.
Right. Like I always say, bro.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron and Maya, I'm a little embarrassed right now. I just did what you told me to do. I went and looked at Eric Harrison's page, and I just left the gym. And I wish I never went to the gym because
it's all the same.
I just looked at Eric Harrison's page, and now I was like, man, shut up. Leaving the gym, me going to the gym to take this point.
Hey, bro, it's the angle. It's the angle of the camera, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Secret. We give away the secret. I love it, yo. Right. It's all in the position because if you get the right angle, angling up, you know what I'm saying? Everything just enhances. You just be on some swole. You be like, yeah, so hey, what's going on with you down
there? Get a shot of me.
right.
Lady trying to hide the gut.
And look, then you gotta come on and this is the ultimate right here. You gotta come. Hey Eric, you gotta do this shit, yo. Please do this for me, bro. You gotta come. The old-fashioned line where you come on and you act like you don't know that the camera is on. So you kind of look at the camera and you just go, "Oh, hey there! I didn't even see that."
You know what? I think I've done that one before. Wow.
Yo, bro.
This one, the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I did the phony thumbs up, like the corny thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do people still do that? Who does the thumbs up anymore, right?
Hey, Eric, I gotta tell you, man. Me and Aaron had an experience. I was telling him about a guy that was in the gym, and he was one of them guys that took the gym working out so seriously. And I was just asking him for advice. And when I say this dude had no weight at all, like he had no weight and just muscles and ass and all that other stuff. And I went to him. I was like, hey, man, what should I do, so I can lose this stomach? This dude looked at me like, he was like, what the fuck? You be asking me no questions? Like he got really offended.
What?
You're like, do the work. Do the work. You're like, I will never ask you nothing ever else in this world. Like, you don't come over here. You see this work I done put in? I ain't got no stomach. Don't ask me to lose your stomach. I ain't got no stomach.
Damn.
That's hilarious, bro. I be dancing in the gym, though. They be mad at me. I be all happy, dancing, doing spins. Like, this is a gym. This is a serious place. You're gonna hurt yourself. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, if you know what's good for you. That's what I'm saying. Like,
feeling good?
Yeah, if you know what's good for you, you might cut a little step too. If you know, yo, that's what I'm saying, Eric. Yo, please, bro. I will like literally when I tell you, please, yo, in one of your upcoming videos, yo, do that shit, yo. Like bring that shit back, like, oh hey there, how you doing? I didn't see you there. Well, now that I got your attention, thanks for hanging out with me, yo. Please, yo, because that shit it feels so good. You know what I mean? I'm laughing, but it feels great.
Yeah.
But it's so classic. You know what I'm saying? And when you got that whole vibe, it just sets it off. Oh man.
These I needed that, bro. Thank you, bro.
Bro, let me tell you, man. I would tell you, man. You just demoted me and motivated me at the same time. I was just like, I'm doing something. Let me go ahead and do some shoulders and back. Like I really know what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm on the bench trying to work on my shoulders. Like, what the hell is going on? So I was just like, and said, go look at Eric Harrison's face. The first picture just had me like, man, this is some bullshit.
I said, this is some bullshit, right?
Aaron knew what he was doing, bro. See, Aaron knew exactly what he was doing, bro. He knew what he was doing all along.
He said, this is some bullshit right here. Oh man.
Like I was like, man, like, dang, like Aaron, man, I'm working you out, man. Come on, I'm trying to get you. He's like, well, I'll be up there at 5:15 in the morning. What? Like, really? Yeah, I'll be there. I'm like, well, I won't. I'm sorry, I just won't work out with you. Me and you just won't get together, then I'll stay in the house and eat some nachos.
Right. You're right. Oh my
I just
God.
won't get in shape. If I got to work out with you, then I just won't be in shape.
Right. Well, it's like you told me that one day, bro. You had my ass dying. He was like, yo, I am in shape. You ain't never seen a perfectly round circle before? I was like, yo, you a dumbass. You're a fucking fool. Yo. Oh my God. Yeah, that's how
I am in a shape.
Right.
May not be the best shape, but I'm in a shape. For sure.
Oh my God.
Yo, I got you on the figure 8.
Right. Yo.
Who said figure 8? Coco, did you say that?
Figure 8.
Yeah, it's a figure 8 is a shape. It's 2 round.
What up, Coco?
Coco, everybody, let's say what's up to Coco.
What's up, Coco?
Hey, everybody. I got to leave. I'm going to a meeting. Bye.
Oh my God. Yep, it's right on that time too. But 9:55.
Yep.
She got that 10 a.m.
I'm about to leave. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go back to the gym and do what Eric was doing. So I'm about to go back. See if I can
there it is.
figure something out. Damn, well, good workout.
There it is. Everybody, let's open up our microphones. Let's say huge good morning to Sabrina. Good morning, Sabrina. Thank you so much for being so patient.
Hey, Sabrina.
Hey, Sabrina.
What's up, family?
What's up? Hey, Sabrina.
Finally,
I know, right? Look, I said thank you so much, Sabrina, for being so patient. Oh my gosh, how you doing, Sabrina?
Oh no, I'm still gonna say finally though. Just like Jana.
It wouldn't be right.
Hey, Jana said it too.
It wouldn't be right.
So excited.
It would not be right. Oh my God.
It would not be right. Aaron, so good. Thank you so much, Sharon. Good to see you, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Meyer, you're exciting to me. And Jana, we are sisters from a different mister for sure.
Yeah.
I too am a night owl. And I know how that is my love. But you know what? I think we do our best work at night. I get so much done.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, right?
Is it madness or what?
Oh, it's madness. It's madness.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Okay. But no, I came here because I have to share some news, Aaron. I know you're going to be so interested. And I just want to solicit your support, Aaron. Get ready. Put your seatbelt on. It's about to get exciting. Okay, so we were invited to participate in our very Fringe Festival. I don't know if you know what Fringe festivals are.
But fringe festivals are all over the globe, apparently. I didn't know anything about them either. But it is a platform that has been created by a series of producers to allow artists to be able to share their craft and what they do, you know, their gifts and talents and what have you, to the masses in a series of concerts, seminars, and whatever they do. And, you know, you sell tickets and they made it a platform where they're doing it virtually because of the pandemic. Guess who? They saw the live and said, they got to be a part of the Fringe Festival.
Don't you tell me. Don't you tell me. Don't you. Okay, tell me.
Where were you at?
Oh,
you should have been in the Fringe Festival too, homie.
Wow.
But no, that's okay. That's okay. They asked me and Ken, you know, I do a little singing here and down there. I try to put a few notes together. And Ken plays saxophone. Okay, so they saw a live we did. We've been doing kind of like various lives for, and I do every time I go and do an engagement, I'll jump on live for folks because I got some friends and family that enjoy seeing me do what I do, seeing us do what we do.
Right.
So we were just doing a live. Apparently somebody saw the live and said they want us to be a part. How about we got a 2-hour concert, but your girl.
What?
Yes, 2 hours, homie. But check this out.
Man,
you know I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it fabulous.
100, 1 million.
I brought artists in. I brought an artist in from St. Pete, which is a brother, one of my brothers in blue, LaRon Washington. Some of you may know him. He is like a beast.
Does he play horn?
He plays keys.
Plays keys, okay.
Chords of steel. Do you hear me? Chords of steel. Okay, so he's a vocalist and a keyboardist, right? Okay. Lives in St. Pete, Florida, right down the road from us in Tampa. And then flip it around, and boy came a young and upcoming artist. You would love him, Aaron. He goes by DSB. I don't know what these kids is with these acronyms, but okay. I'm gonna let him go. I ain't gonna hold. I'm gonna hold him. I ain't gonna hold him. He's DeAndre. DeAndre came up from South Carolina. And we did like 2-day recording. I mean, and we were just up against all kinds of brick walls, you know. Wow. We were going to do it outside because I wanted an outside feel, give people a view of Tampa, give them a feel of something else to look at rather than my house wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I wanted to make the concert feel like a concert.
Right.
Okay. But wind was not in our favor. Couldn't do it out in open because the wind was a factor. So we ended up having to come back to the house and do it in our pool area where the patio is, and hopefully that's going to be acceptable. But I mean, the recording was real. We got it all in. I brought my niece in. She rapped a little bit. That's a special surprise.
Wow.
Yeah, she spit some lyrics on one of the songs. Slay it!
Oh, wow.
I cannot wait. You gotta buy tickets. I want you to buy tickets.
Sure. So this is amazing. First of all, let me congratulate you. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I know. Morris Music Magic, baby. That's the name of the show. Morris Music Magic.
That is amazing.
And we are spanning the genres of jazz. We're doing gospel. We're doing soft rock. We're doing R&B. So we're doing, we're doing that. Country even. There's some country stuff in there for.
Sound like somebody called you on your phone. It was a FaceTime.
Honey, she gonna have to hold it down. I'm talking here. So I put it, of course, in my bio. Morris Music Magic. I put the information there. The right ticket link is in there. It's also on my Instagram as well.
This is really exciting.
One of my posts, but it is March 12th. That's this Friday, and March 13th. You can pick one of those days. And the beautiful thing about it is, if you are a ticket holder, you will even have access. If you can't make those 2 days, we also have an opportunity for folks to have access to the show even after.
Love it.
So, just want to share and which want to be a part. So, Aaron, Morris Music Magic is happening.
That is amazing.
And the 13th, this Friday and Saturday. And I'm super excited. I couldn't wait to share with you. I knew you were going to be there and want to support.
Love it.
Definitely.
I love it, Serena.
Sabrina, can you repeat where you can get tickets, please?
Oh, absolutely. It is an Eventbrite. There's an Eventbrite link that's linked in a post on my Instagram. Instagram, of course, is connected to my bio here in Clubhouse. You know how we do. We're all up in folks' weeds when they get up on the stage. They say, let's see what this person about it, but they worth following. You know, that type of
Right.
thing. So please, I solicit your follow, and of course I will follow back. But yes, it is on my Instagram page. You will see a big, beautiful sign, a beautiful flyer that was designed for us, pictures included, and in the comments you will find the Eventbrite link for tickets. And tickets are cheap. We're not trying to, fleece folks. It's $10 and some change, I guess. But I would love for all of you guys to come, especially those who I really respect. And Aaron, definitely, Ken said, make sure you reach out to Aaron, because I would love for him to see what we're doing and be there to support. We will, check this out, have a virtual artist lounge that you can tap into after the concert on both Friday and Saturday to talk to us like this and see us, okay? So I think that's going to be super exciting. So you'll get to say, hey, no, that in that measure, that second measure in that one song.
I love it, Sabrina. Congratulations to you, and please tell Ken for sure too. And thank you so much for sharing the information. 100. It's so good to see you too. OMG. It's so good to see you. How are you feeling otherwise? In general,
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, usually I'm about horse and about 5 ponies after so much recording, the way my chords are set up. But I have seemed to be okay after that, after the recording all the songs and such. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling refreshed and excited about what's come down. Now I've got to really share the information and get the information out there so folks can buy and come and support our cause and effort and what have you. This is our debut.
Sabrina,
debut on the interwebs.
Yes.
So it's super exciting. It's super exciting.
Congratulations to you, Sabrina.
Well, I hope you'll be there, Aaron. I would love that. Thank you, Sherry, for asking about it. All the best, Eric, Jana, and the rest of the fam on board here.
You as well.
And before you reset, I just want to, Sabrina, your page found you, like the post, and I want to, if I may, encourage you to push that to your Instagram stories daily this week.
Okay, great.
People will see that there as well.
Oh, now, you got a chance to see that, am I right? Is it not in the forefront? Do I need to keep posting?
It is, but the thing is, people see stories more often than they see the post.
Gotcha.
Oh, that way.
That's right.
Yeah, just push the little airplane button next to your post to send it the stories, and just put the GIF in there that says new post or tickets. New post. Go to my post for tickets, something like that.
Perfect. I'll jump on that. Thank you for the tip. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No doubt. So much love, everybody. And so we're going to do a quick refresh here. I want to say thank you so much for everybody hanging out. Much love as always. And so if you'd like to come to the stage, by all means, we're going to continue to keep this convo going. And I'm going to actually read a few thoughts to give us a few things to talk about in this last 25 minutes. Yes. This track in the background I made called 3 is Company. I haven't actually finished the song to it yet, but I had originally wrote it as an ode to my son and to my daughter, to give them words of encouragement as they grow up. And so I haven't named the song yet. As like the brother Meyer would know, when we make tracks as producers, a lot of times if we don't know the name that we're going to name, like the song, we just give it something that's representative of the times we're in or the moment or what have you. So yeah, I don't know what that meant, but it says 3 is Company. So it's funny because Yeah, I'm still gonna write that song. I was gonna do it when my son was like 18. It's a couple years ago now, but I'm still gonna do it, and it's gonna be to him, but to all, young boys, and same thing to my daughter. I'm gonna have a verse of peace, and it's gonna be basically speaking to the youth, just telling them some things to think about as they approach this thing called life, things that they'll face, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, a few things, and we're getting on our way. Strive to intentionally be the most open to freely sharing loving kindness while simultaneously and firmly not tolerating being mistreated or being taken advantage of in the process. Note the times when you are free versus attached. Celebrate your moments of freedom and be gentle with yourself during times of unhealthy attachment. This will help your overarching goal of being a more loving and kind person towards yourself and the world around you. And here's one more, and we'll jump back into the convo. Always check in with yourself to make sure that you're being as honest as possible with yourself about your sharing of love, forgiveness, acceptance, etc., and the attachments and expectations that naturally arise in you from that kind of sharing. I need to tell you this. There are times when you honestly won't be able to give because you can't, at the moment, help the fact that you have deep attachments and unrealistic expectations. But when you do identify this, you may have to maturely let go and come back to the thought of sharing when you no longer have detrimental attachments. This is a demonstration of emotional intelligence. So on that tip, I actually want to open up the conversation on that tip. Just to see what your all thoughts are about this. When I wrote this, it was just about the fact that there are times when you always are walking this balance of being there for people and not being taken advantage of, or being honest with yourself, checking in to see if you're giving or if you're able to be there without having attachments. Because if you do have attachments, it would be more mature for you to actually pause and be realistic and say, I can't give anymore, than for you to keep giving and then have things in you like resentment, things in you like embarrassment or disappointment. I like what the brother Kim Briscoe said. I always will quote his words when he said this. He said, disappointments are failed expectations. So I'm curious as to how you think about this idea of being forgiving and sharing while at the same time not allowing yourself to be moved to that place where you're resentful. So yeah, if there's anybody on the stage, I would love to hear from you, or anything else I've said, any thoughts that it's made you have. And if not, it's all good.
I was just thinking about those people that name their beat files like the date and time instead of just random words.
Right.
And how those people might be sociopaths.
That's interesting. Okay, now tell me what makes you say that. Even though what you just said should explain it, but take me further. Tell me.
Because when you were talking about you named your B3's company,
right?
And I do the same thing. I just name it whatever I feel at the moment.
Right.
But I've seen people just like October 17th. I'm like,
right.
That's a sociopath. What the fuck?
Well, you know what? Here's something funny about that, right? So my buddy, my horn player, he actually has a song that's called 3 a.m., right? And I had something to do with that title, or a little bit to do with it, because he told me first he named it 5/29/20 because that was May 29/20 when he wrote it. So he couldn't figure out a name, so he was just like, all right, I'll just write the date. And then when he brought it to me and when I learned the song so we could jam on it, he was like, I said, what's the name of it? He said 5/29/20. And then he told me about the moment. He was like, man, I woke up at 3 a.m. Like this hit me at 3 a.m. And like it's an amazing song. I was like, yo, you should call it 3 a.m. So, so yeah, bro.
That's a little different. That's like experience. I just mean like
right.
habitually.
Right.
But no, I get
you. Right. Oh man, that's classic. That's classic. Jenna, was there anything that you wanted to add on any of these topics? You know, just open conversation. It's so good to have you.
Oh, he's clapping.
Right. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if there's anyone else who'd like to come to the stage, by all means, you can come to the stage. Hanging out about a few more minutes here. I'm going to read a few more thoughts. Okay, here's something interesting. At times, comparing yourself to others can be the source of inspiration to do something positive. However, dwelling in an obsessive way can quickly and easily lead to negative emotions, feelings of fear or resentment, and have a huge impact on one's self-confidence or feelings of self-worth. The key is to monitor your feelings and to be honest with yourself about how those feelings of comparison are impacting you. Basically, in a nutshell, it's just saying, you know, there are times when comparing yourself to someone else can be extremely unhealthy because it could really be a self-deprecating thing. And then there are other times when it could be a healthy thing. It could be a thing that you use specifically for data, you know, just to see where you are, just check in, just to have another point of reference. So the deal is not to dwell. When you notice that you're dwelling in an obsessive way, that's what leads to negative emotions, feelings of fear and resentment, and that kind of thing. And I'll read a few more, and if anybody has any thoughts, by all means, just jump on in with me. Remembering that everyone's life is a mixture of pleasure and pain, joy and sorrow. It will naturally decrease your comparing and judgment and increase your degree of empathy, compassion, and mindfulness. I think about this. My mom gave me that, but I think about that every day. Just remember what's going on around me with other people. Here's one of my favorite words, equanimity. Equanimity allows us. Yes. Did you want to say something, Jana?
Oh shit. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No problem at all. There's no problem. Equanimity is one of my favorite words, Jana. Equanimity allows us the skill of balancing through wisdom and understanding about what we can and what we can't change. We realize and accept the fact that we can at times influence change through intention, but that ultimately we aren't in control of all outcomes and are subject to the inevitables of life. This balance allows us to be optimistic, proactive, and hopeful without simultaneously being naive, attached, overly invested, and unrealistic. I have loved this word, equanimity, for the last year or so. I don't know about you all. Have you all ever heard that word before? I never heard of it prior to really me starting this self-care journey in 2019. So I love the fact that it is something that is a balancing act. Like it's something that I'm very familiar with. Here's one more for you. Do everything you can to make a difference. Then let go of the need to control the outcome. This creates and sustains a cheerful giver. Another way I like to put that is I like to say, be a happy seed planter and not a stressed out gardener. Because honestly, that's how you allow yourself to stay in that place of being a cheerful giver. You got to know and do everything you can to make a difference while simultaneously letting go the need to control the outcome. Yes. And on that tip, everybody, let's say good morning to our good friend Sherry. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sherry, good morning. How are you this morning?
I am fine. I just wanted to hop on and say hi.
Yes.
And I have to say I agree with Jana. Because I'm on Central Time when she said that you guys are live. Because sometimes I'll get a ping and it'll be like 7:30 your time, but 6:30 my time, and I'll be like, oh, my brain is not functioning.
Right, not ready for that. Right.
But it's like, man, I don't know how you get up to do this at 7:30 anyway. My brain don't even be functioning at 7:30 Central. So
yeah, I love it, Sherry. I love it. Well, I'll give you a couple of hints. I mean, one of the things is that I've always been an early bird, so I love taking advantage of mornings. And I've had the opportunity since 2003 to wake up early every day to like being a musician and a producer and an engineer and just whatever the hell I wanted to be. So like my body is so acclimated to like a new morning, like a new dawning, that like there's sometimes where I wake up, like this morning, I woke up actually at 1:30. I actually have been asleep since 1:30, and I went to sleep at 8.
oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah, so do you have to go to bed like super early?
Well, that's the funny thing. So I don't go to bed super early. Now, I will say that what just happened is that's not my normal schedule. Now my schedule is back to kind of a norm where I drift off usually about around 11. Sometimes it's later than that, depending on the night. But most of the time I try to make it like around 11. And then I was getting up at 6. Now I get up at 5:45 because I need to give myself a few extra minutes. But pretty much between that window. But usually just because of, like I said, this natural high of life, the fact that I've just I've literally been able to be me and be myself every day of my life for a living since 2003 for 18 years. So, yeah, I'm just.
It's awesome. I'm trying to grow up to be like
you. Oh, my goodness. Now, of course, it comes with side effects, but that's why it was kind of funny because I forgot who said it earlier. Maybe it was Sabrina, but someone said it earlier. I think it was Sabrina who said she was a night owl, and I was a night owl before I was a day owl because of being a producer, a musician, and a lot of times, firsthand, Sherry, being a musician yourself, that many times some of the best inspirations can come like late at night. In that quiet time. So, yes, I kind of got hit with a twofer. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny. Now, I will say one last thing. I will say is that the BPS spotlight is at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course, when I've sent out the message, I've gotten like so many people, and it's like, yeah, and so many people signed up. When I tell you, well, if you're not here, and I'm not saying, again, you got to be here at 5 a.m. That's on you if you are. It's all good. But for those that are in the time zone and that it does make sense for, if you're here at 8 a.m. any morning, OMG, it's the greatest because we get to as a family meet one new person that's from different fields where I highlight their business, product, or service, but where we also chop it up about things. So right now I'm on a stretch of just chopping it up with psychologists on this show every morning for like the next 4 weeks at least. And then after that, I'll be chopping it up with psychotherapists for the next 2 weeks. And then after that, it'll be meditation coaches. And after that, it'll be, so it's some amazing things that happen. But I'm saying all that to say that, I've been fortunate for this to be my reality. And this is why I try to help everybody every day to find this same experience in their reality, the thing that drives them and makes them the most exuberant.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to try and plug in at 8 sometimes to check it out.
No doubt. And yeah, I was thinking about, I have some people who want, they were like, yeah, I would be on an interview, but that's way too early for me. So I might be doing the interview spotlight later. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is just so great. And you all make it great. If I only have one person to talk to and to share with and to give to, trust me, I have the same level of energy. And so that's what it is. And so, yes, on that tip. Yep. Thank you for that. Much love to the people. I want to say hello to Andrea Williams and Mickey and T. Oh, man, it's so good to see you. We're hanging around for another 8 minutes before we get out of this experience and go about our day. But I think I see one of my favorite people in the whole entire UNIVERSE, LT. What it be, LT? LT, what it be, LT? LT, what it be, LT. What it be, LT?
How are you, Ron?
I'm doing great. Look, not only the crew, but if you look at the top of the page, you see the T to the H, E to the AP, to the family. Come on, LT, let's get it.
I see the green.
We're in the club. We're in the club. Oh man, so exciting. LT, I don't think I've asked you already. LT, what will the name of your club be?
You know what? I don't know.
Hey, that's why I said,
I haven't decided what I wanted to actually have a club.
Yeah.
I'm putting for it.
I know that too.
But I think that I'm going to continue to kind of ride out the way that I'm riding out.
I love it.
Matter Club.
I love it.
And these clubs have been built before me trying to establish one from the bottom.
Right.
So
yeah,
I'm cool with, collaboration. I do things. So
yeah, I love that. I'm a person that believes in all approaches, and that shit is dope. Because from a psychological perspective, you gotta look through things and see how you want to do things. You want to move and be strategic. So I love that. Love it. Oh man. So yeah, I'm happy. And
I'm super excited for you and your club.
OMG. Much fun. Oh my gosh.
This is big. This is something that has been on the list to get accomplished, and it's here.
And I'm like you, LT, like I didn't give a damn. Like I was just like, man, as long as I got my rooms, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just the fact that like now, like little things, like now you can actually see the events instead of having to see notifications. Like, the club aspect, the way it'll build out, it'll be where it's like a hub, so that like our reoccurring shows or like our calendar and that kind of thing, it'll just be this place where you can just find out about all the events. So I'm excited about it just from that perspective. Like, man, you get to house this thing in another thing that makes it even more organized, makes you be able to address people in a better way. You got a list of people that is separate from just all the ping, all the friends or whatever. And that way you can, talk to them directly, continue to build. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm just excited for everybody else, the creativity that it just takes us to. And it was one of the things that they said in the Clubhouse town hall. They were like, somebody said, now that you can create them right in your own profile, what are you all excited about now? How do you think it will be when people use the clubs? How do you think will people use it? And they said, we actually think that people will actually be even more creative. It'll spark another level of creativity because we get a chance to watch each other build out homes and just learn from what each other are doing and just go to the next level of what makes this app so great, which is the fact that you can build your community and your tribe, and serve your tribe in a very intimate way, so yeah.
Yeah, I thought that, when I did come on, because, I take the weekends off and I take Mondays off, I just don't do any Clubhouse. Like, I need my brain to stop chattering.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what the app is chatting, right? So,
yeah.
I give myself permission to not be in the chat for a while. Too much chat ain't good for your brain.
Right.
But when I did come on, everybody has a club now. So and they're asking you to join their club, and I'm just like, how many damn clubs do I need to be in?
Right.
Like, So I have to decipher between what club I'm going to be in. Not that I have, because, okay, so when I come on, I'm on for specifics, right? Or you'll be up here forever.
Right.
You know, if you don't specify why you're on the Clubhouse, you literally will spend the majority of your time on Clubhouse. Now, this is a great marketing tool, you know, for those who use this as marketing and business and stuff like that. But unless you got a team to kind of help with the flow of building out these clubs and all that other stuff, it really takes a lot of your time. So for me, my method is simple and sweet.
Yep.
So I do it simple.
I love that.
And keep it easy. Keep it on easy street. So
keep it on easy street.
I'm, you know, keep it on easy street. So as I am looking at this unfold, I thought about it because I did put in for a club, and I realized that I can just collaborate with other people in their clubs. We all are talking to women. Some women are talking to business. Some women are talking to trauma. You know, I can get in where I fit in. I don't have to try to build my own club where all my other people are at some of the same clubs anyway. So why not just go be about this club?
Yeah. I got a surprise for y'all today. I got a real surprise. Okay. So if y'all were here earlier, and real quick, LT, I want to say, and I don't know if everybody that was here earlier, we want to wish your son a happy birthday. Your son's 15.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday. Oh, I appreciate that. Look at y'all.
How old is he?
It was really a great day too. Like, you know, my children are growing. He's the last of the 5 Mohegans.
Right.
And so he's my baby, 15. And so I was emotional all Sunday, all weekend, like really just emotional. Because when I see his age starts to turn, I know that I'm closer to empty nesting. So, well, I think that because nobody has left yet, but they're simple. You know, he just wanted to go to the mall and get him a couple of things and hang out with one of his friends, do him a little surprise birthday party on Saturday for his team. And that was it. We went to Chili's last night, and that was the night.
I love it.
And he gave his good night and said, "Thank you, Mom." So that was it.
I love it. So, family, I got a real special treat for you. Okay, so if y'all were here earlier today, I mentioned that I had a cousin that transitioned, and his celebration service is today. So I'm actually wrapping it up right here on the dime, but I'm not wrapping it up because what I was going to do, and I'm going to say peace to the FB family. What I was going to do was that I was going to end right on the dime like normal, and we go about our way. My mom is coming to pick me up. So you all are going to get a chance to meet my mom because I'm going to keep the show going for at least another 15 minutes, and we're going to hang out with my mom. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to say peace to the FB and the YT family. Much love to you. I hope that y'all have an absolutely amazing day as always. And y'all know how it goes. Love on somebody. And see y'all soon.